This is not just cake, it's baklava magic. It's joy of pastry. Let's start with the cake. In a large bowl, crack 4 eggs, nice and easy. Then add 2/3 of a cup of sugar and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. This is where the flavor begins. Simple but magical. Beat for 5 minutes until the mixture turns pale. You'll see the color change and the texture becomes softer, just like in the video. Now, add 1/3 of a cup of milk and 1/3 of a cup of melted butter. Beat for a few more seconds until everything comes together. Then move on to adding the dry ingredients. Add 1 3/4 cups of flour, 1 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder. Sift them into the mixture in 3 parts, gently mixing each time with a whisk. This baklava cake is one of my own personal recipes. I've always loved blending tradition with a touch of modern flavor, and since I adore both baklava and coconut cake, I decided to bring them together in one unique creation. The result? Sweet, rich, and one of those desserts you don't forget. I hope you try it at home and enjoy every bite. And don't forget to leave me your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you. Finally, add 1/2 cup of desiccated coconut and mix it in gently. Now the batter's ready, smooth and thick, just waiting to go into the pan. The right pan size is a round pan 22 centimeters, or you can also use a square pan 20 centimeters. Make sure to grease it well so the cake comes out easily. Smooth out the top of the batter. Place it in the oven at 170 degrees Celsius. Bake for 30 minutes until it's golden and set. Let the cake cool down completely, then go on to prepare the condensed milk syrup. Start with the condensed milk. It's the base of our syrup. In a saucepan, pour 1/2 cup of condensed milk. Add 1/3 of a cup of fresh cream. The cream softens the syrup and makes it silky. And 1 cup of milk. The milk balances everything, not too heavy, not too light. Put it on low heat and stir gently until the mixture comes together. Take the mixture off the heat and pass it through a fine sieve. You know, this syrup is like liquid gold for cakes, one of the very best, so make sure to save it, you'll use it again. Go ahead and take the cake out of the pan and peel off the baking paper underneath. Take a sharp knife and cut off a thin layer from the top of the cake. This helps the syrup soak in much better. Now, soak the cake completely. If you've ever been to the Middle East, you've tasted baklava. Every place has its own style. But this baklava cake is something else. Baklava with a twist, and you're about to see why. Place a cake ring around the sponge. Line the inside with a strip of baking paper. Make sure the paper sticks well to the sides. Then put the cake in the fridge and go prepare the baklava topping. Take 1 pack of vermicelli and break it into smaller pieces. Breaking vermicelli, it feels like a simple kind of meditation. With every snap, your mind gets a little lighter. It's like a glass of ice-cold water on a hot summer's day, refreshing and calming. Don't crush it too fine. In the end, it should look exactly like this. Pour the vermicelli into a pan over low heat. Toast it gently until the color starts to change. This will take about 10 minutes. But if you're using roasted vermicelli, you can skip this step. In that case, go straight to adding the cardamom powder. Add 1 teaspoon of fresh cardamom powder and toast it for just a few more seconds. Now, add 1/4 cup of butter. Mix until it melts and coats the vermicelli completely. Add 2/3 of a cup of condensed milk. Stir it in until everything comes together smoothly. You know, the sweetness of this baklava comes from the condensed milk itself. That means no extra sugar or syrup is needed. This gives the baklava a crisp bite, yet a chewy texture inside. It's time to add 1/4 cup of fresh cream. This will make the mixture richer and silkier than before. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments and let me know what other recipes you'd like to see next. At the end, add 2 to 3 tablespoons of brewed saffron. It gives the baklava a golden color, bright and beautiful, and it brings a rich Middle Eastern flavor. Keep stirring until it thickens to the consistency you see in the video. Remove it from the heat and immediately pour it over the cake. Use a spatula and gently smooth it out across the surface. Make sure to do this step while the mixture is still hot, because when it's hot, it spreads quickly and easily without any effort. Just pause for a second. Look at that golden color, that soft texture. Isn't it beautiful? Now, score the top layer of baklava with a spatula or any tool you prefer. Make 8 lines across the surface. This will make it much easier to cut once it's cooled. Of course, you can add more lines if you like smaller pieces. Just follow the shape you like. It's completely up to you. Finally, sprinkle some slivered pistachios over the top for decoration. Spread them evenly so every slice gets a touch of green. The green of the pistachios against the golden baklava is a perfect match. It gives the cake a final look that's both elegant and inviting. Press the pistachios lightly with a spatula. Then chill the cake in the fridge for 2 hours. Carefully remove the ring and the baking paper. Then gently slice the beautiful baklava cake. Look at those clean layers coming together. To me, this is one of the best fusions, a mix of tradition and modern style. It's a creation that feels both familiar and new at the same time. Try it out for yourself and enjoy every bite. And leave me a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. This is joy of pastry. This is love in every bite, and this is baking made simple.